We better get the latest on the impeachment push hanging over all of us. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell just said he would have no choice but to take a look at impeachment if the House votes to charge the president. Well, just look who's here. The man I've known longer than any other person in the United States of America, that man on your screens is Lou Dobbs, the host of Lou Dobbs Tonight. Welcome back, Lou.
An honor to be that fella.
I've known you for 40 years. Do you realize that?
You didn't have to get into it.
Right. Look, I did an editorial, top of the 10 o'clock hour. I said that this impeachment push was motivated exclusively, almost entirely by hatred. Hatred, emotion spilling over, the hatred of this president. And I think it does real damage to our politics, our economy, our society, our culture. And I think it's an awful thing.
I think that those things are all potentialities that we have to be aware of. And I think that we also have to be aware that not only is there hatred here, but raw, naked lust for power. And a Democratic Party that has become the party of hate, that knows it cannot defeat President Trump in 2020. And just as they had an insurance policy and designs on this president as a candidate and tried to block him in every way they could and rolled out plot after plot, and then had something called a special counsel to defeat him once he was president and to obstruct and subvert his administration and his policies. We now have impeachment going into what will be the final year of his first term in office, and all they had to do was wait a year for the voters to decide. But they know how the voters will decide, and they mean to carry out an overthrow of this president, just as they have from the time he ran for the office beginning in 2015.
I think it'd be a dismal failure. And a dismal failure for the Democrats. I just don't think...
I'm like you. I'm not particularly hurt, concerned, or bleeding for the Democrats who have proved themselves to be abject liars, to be absolutely bereft of any sense of responsibility. Look at what they've done in the first 9 months of this year. Taking power in the House, they have not passed one single constructive piece of legislation, let alone partnering with the executive and the Republicans in the Senate to do anything in public policy that is directed at the national interest. Only this president, acting on his own, innovatively, with great ingenuity in many instances, and I'm referring to funding for the wall, applying tariffs, threatening to apply tariffs against Mexico and the Iron Triangle, to make certain that they are taking a responsible view of border security for themselves and for us. And the next thing you know, Manuel Lopez Obrador, who swore he would never help this president, would never put troops on the border, has 27,000 of them on the northern border with the United States and 6,000 on the southern border with Guatemala. And it's a beginning of a new era for Central America and the United States.
You know, we've been talking a lot on the show today about the American dream.
Yeah.
And I would like to acknowledge your role in my American dream.
Well, that's very good.
I worked for you from 1980 till about 1998.
It was a while.
It was a while. That's right. You were in charge of business at an alternative network, which
turned out to be more alternative than we knew.
It sure did. And you helped me on my way. And I want to thank you very much indeed.
You're very kind. And I want to thank you for being both a great colleague and a great friend through all those years and these years.
Yeah, okay. You're living the American dream as well. Weren't you a Marine?
I was in the Marine Reserves. I was also a poor country boy from Texas and raised in Idaho.
Wow.
I didn't have a pot to...
Yes.
Well, I think we did, actually. But the reality is, this country has been very, very good to both of us and millions.
You went to Harvard,
others.
Didn't you?
I did. And I didn't even know where the hell it was. But I knew one thing. They had given me an ample scholarship that I wasn't about to turn it down.
But the American dream is not dead.
It's not dead.
It annoys the hell out of me.
But we've got people trying to kill it.
Yes.
And by the way, they're the same people foisting this impeachment nonsense without voting, mind you. But the other part of it is very simple. This is a referendum by the investors in this country on the prospects for that impeachment. They're saying that the Democrats are crazy as hell. acting irresponsibly and haven't got a chance in hell. That's because we're at session highs.
Yes, we are.
And by the way, more highs ahead.
Hey, Lou, it's great to be on the show. You have you on this program. Don't
Great to
be
be
such
with
a
you.
stranger. You know, 11 o'clock in the morning is not too early for you.
I'm almost awake.
Watching you tonight, by the way. Lou Dobbs tonight, 7 o'clock tonight. Thank you very much, Lou.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.